Good afternoon. I'm Alan Unell, and this series of videos is Healthcare Advocacy, where we take actions related to problems in the healthcare system and try and make a better system for all of us. Down below in the YouTube description box is a link to the Healthcare Advocacy newsletter. You can subscribe for free. We're going to talk about assisted living today and a few other things. The news is not good. There are a lot of companies that make an awful lot of money referring products. You can think of them as kind of corporate influencers. They often use television and print ads instead of TikTok like influencers. AARP is one of them. They actually make most of their money steering their members to insurance products that make money for AARP, but are not necessarily insurance policies that are in their members' best interests. There are actually a bunch of lawsuits about that. This is another kind of scam that has come to light in a Washington Post article this week. There's an assisted living referral service called A Place for Mom. The name of it is just genius. Anyway, it sounds so warm and so comforting, but the details are neither warm nor comforting. More than a third of its most highly recommended facilities in 28 states were cited for neglect or substandard care in the past 2 years. Many of them repeatedly, according to the Washington Post's inspection of their reports. A Place for Mom awarded these facilities its Best of Senior Living Award for providing exemplary care and support to aging loved ones, based, it said, on user reviews, which are often anonymous. Current and former staff of some large chains told the Washington Post that these reviews are often manipulated by the care providers. Some claimed that they were encouraged to obtain fake reviews from their own friends and relatives. You can see this thing stinks on ice. Anyway, there are no federal regulations, no mandated inspections, no nationwide report card to help people figure out which facilities are safe or comfortable and committed to providing excellent care. Care costs can be up to $6,000 a month per person. Here's some examples. Inspired Living at Bonita Springs in Florida won a best of designation from A Place for Mom based on 2023 consumer reviews. Yet, in 2022, state inspectors said it failed to protect a resident who died after spending more than an hour unattended on a patio on a midsummer afternoon when the heat index was 100.4 degrees. The facility's operator didn't respond to comments. They essentially let this person just die in the sun. Okay, California-based Pacifica Senior Living was cited by inspectors for violations at 23 of its 41 properties on A Place for Mom's 2023 and 2024 Best of Senior Living lists, according to the Post Review. They included medication errors, bed sores, falls, the staff misconduct, exposure to hazards such as infestations by scabies and rats. Pacifica did not respond to requests for comment. It's clear that leaving inspection to the states is not working. Like so many things that are left to the states and don't work. Think about reproductive health care. We need to demand action be taken at the federal level. None of us want our parents or our grandparents to be subject to the kind of abusive and neglectful treatment we're hearing about. Here's a quick action for you. Let's share this investigation with the President of the United States and our senators and members of Congress and ask them to get smart on this and take action. Their contact information is going to be in the YouTube description box and in the newsletter. I have the exact URL there. You can quote it to them if you want, or the easy way, use ResistBot by texting sign, SIGWN, space, PPWGFR. That's sign, PPWGFR to 50409, and you'll send an email to the president, senators, your member of Congress, telling them about this article in the Washington Post and asking them to take action. Okay. I don't want to read the entire email to you, but there will be a link to it and you can find it there. I want to talk briefly now about weight loss news. A groundbreaking article describes a promising new therapy for obesity that leads to greater weight loss, it was done in mice, than existing medications. The approach smuggles molecules into the brain's appetite center and affects the brain's neuroplasticity. A new use of the weight loss hormone GLP-1 is involved. Now, you may remember GLP-1 was used, I think it shows up in things like Wegovy and Ozempic, stuff like that. But those are difficult to use and they have a host of side effects and not everybody can complete the treatment. Anyway, GLP-1 was used as a Trojan horse to smuggle this molecule into the brains of mice where it successfully affected the plasticity of the brain and resulted in weight loss. How much weight loss? They compared it with GLP-1 and the Trojan horse method. Mice lost twice as much weight. The molecule attached to the GLP-1 affects the so-called glutamatergic neurotransmitter system, and in fact, other studies with human participants suggest that this family of compounds has significant weight loss potential for people. The molecules block a receptor protein that's called NMDA, an NMDA receptor, which plays a key role in long-term changes in brain connections and has received scientific attention within the fields of learning and memory. Drugs targeting these receptors strengthen or weaken, depending which way you go, specific nerve connections. Modifications here can have a permanent effect on the brain. I wish they had this for playing the piano. Okay, let's talk briefly again about nursing homes and blood pressure medications. This one is more of a warning. Records from 30,000 nursing home residents have indicated that blood pressure medications more than double the risk of life-threatening bone fractures, according to Rutgers University Health Research. The authors of the study, and the study appears in the Journal of the American Medical Association Internal Medicine, I believe this week, and there's of course a link to this stuff, said that the increased risk stems from the medication's tendency to impair balance, particularly when patients first stand up and temporarily experience low blood pressure, right? You drop their blood pressure, that makes them dizzy or unbalanced and deprives the brain of oxygen. Interactions with other drugs and low baseline balance in many nursing home patients can compound the problem. The 30-day fracture risk for residents who began blood pressure medication was 5.4 out of 100 people per year, and 2.2 out of 100 people per year for patients who took no blood pressure medication. So it's actually more than twice the risk. Okay, so more observation of patients is of course warranted. If your loved ones are taking such medication and in a nursing home, or if you are, ask someone to have a look at you while you're standing up. That's when you're at the most risk. Okay, that's what I've got for you today. Down below, you can like, share, and subscribe. You can find the Healthcare Advocacy newsletter down there. You can subscribe to that for free. Enjoy looking at the beautiful peonies that we grew in our garden. And make sure to take action for healthcare. Talk to you next time.